right. It's not, by the way. It's most certainly not. Sure. I don't know how it picks, but sure. Okay, yeah, we are live. I am
Hello.
recording. Okay.
Recording.
I'm going to tweet stuff.
Yep.
Copy. Pew, pew. We are now live. Oh, Azeroth Roundtable just went live too. Well, that's not good.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Pat Crane.
Yeah. Of course. That's okay.
All right, pew, and then we're gonna go.
That's right.
Can you do the pew pews in Discord?
The pew pews.
Yeah. Pew pew.
Okay. Where are we?
We are over here.
Copy. Yeah. Copy. Paste. Let's change that to 76, right?
Yep.
Right now. Okay.
Okay, so we've got war mode,
Done.
communities. What else do we have? Next week.
Hey, Grand Nagus.
Part 1 of Tildersill. What else do we got to talk about? There's cosmetic changes.
Someone from Guild from Wildstar be following me.
From who?
Wildstar.
Oh. It's an MMO that was supposed to kill WoW and it never did. Because nothing's going to be able to take it down except for Blizzard itself.
Yeah.
Recording an episode right now. Pew. Okay. What else do we got? There's cosmetic changes.
I like the fact that you can see my little eyes just over the top of my head from my koala hat.
Okay. What other changes? Like spec changes. Oh yes, that's right. The stat squish.
Stat squish.
Stat squish is gonna go up here.
Talent.
Oh, the
Like-
talent reset.
Artifact. It's gone. I don't like that. Stole my dimensional rift. Not happy.
Muffin.
So not happy. Cranky. Took my little.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hold on. I need to start off by having some rockets.
Some rocket.
Yep.
What's a rocket?
They're like a chalky kind of candy.
Oh.
Let's see.
Okay.
But there's like a bunch of them.
Like a mint?
No.
A mint? No?
No,
What's the
but
flavor?
sugar. There is none. It's just
Oh, okay. It's like a chalky powder. Okay.
and Bob likes a case of wrapper.
Go, Bob, go.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see my cupcakes that I made today? Should have bought one down. Oh, so good. And donuts. I made donuts. So good.
I'm glad you qualified that.
Why?
Did you see my cupcakes? Somebody said that to me, I'd be like, what? Right. Because I'm 12. Leeta's quiet-ish. Well, I have her at -5. It might be because she's not sitting right in front of her microphone.
Like now.
Well,
Is that better?
no, you're low.
I'm low again.
Well, you're low now.
I'm low now.
Yep. Because when you talk at normal voice, it's barely into the regular green.
Okay.
So you have to turn up the gain on your mic. Because through Discord, your input is your mic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to control your mic normally through Windows.
Okay, so I turned it up a little bit. How's that? Does that sound better? Sound better. I'll wait for it.
You're still low.
Wait.
I can see it. Yeah, you're still low.
I just turned it down like 5 minutes ago.
Turn it up.
Okay, it's at 85.
Whoa, there we go. There we go.
Is that better?
Yes.
Down?
Nope.
A bit?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay. All
Good.
right.
Good. Meow
Good?
meow
Okay.
beans. Wait a second. Why did mine move? How did mine move? All right, I'm muting that. All right. We're going. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's record an episode of a podcast.
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome to Adventures in Azeroth. This is episode 76. I'm your host Leeta, and joining me is my co-host Stone. Good afternoon, evening. Thing.
Is it well, it's afternoon for you, right? It's 1 p.m.
Yeah.
for you, 11 p.m. for me.
Yes. Exactly.
How are you?
We're here doing a show, stuff, and
Yay.
stuff. We've got lots to talk about.
You want to get into it?
Stuff's happening. Yeah. Let's do it. Because there is so much to talk about, and you'll probably do most of the talking. Because I'll be like, "What's that? I don't understand."
Lowest rated episode ever.
Ever. Okay. So what happened? What happened just this week that has made us want to talk about so many things?
Were you able to log in on Tuesday? Or should I say Wednesday?
Tuesday night.
On Wednesday,
Wednesday night.
You able to log in?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I was, but I didn't. Don't forget, I had to go to work. So when I woke up, the patch was technically up, live, but of course I had to go to work. So I didn't get to log in until probably about 7 p.m. My time, Wednesday night. And I could log in fine. There wasn't an issue, but obviously there was an issue. So
yes. It did not go very smoothly.
Okay.
But, and it's funny because I don't think that they could have caught this in beta or PTR
Okay.
Basically, it boiled down to that when they deployed the patch, they deployed all of the new awesome stuff. If you hear any
Yep.
background noise, like scratching and stuff, that's Bob playing with
Oh,
some
yep.
wrappers. So, uh, one of the new things that they threw in there was communities, right?
Yep.
And
Hmm.
that apparently was the culprit taking realms down. Like
Oh.
it was really weird because I could log in on a character
Mm.
on other realms, but on certain realms I could not. Funny enough,
Right.
Earthen Ring, which you would suspect would have a large amount of people on
Yeah.
because of AI AIE,
Mm.
I could log in on that realm just fine. But
No.
where
Okay.
my main was, I could not, and I was like, oh my, of course, because that's how things go. But
Yeah.
they took it offline, and sorry,
Yep.
they took that feature offline, and people could log back in and they could play, and things were
Yep.
okay. I mean, they had things that they had to fix, and they were fixing them.
Mm.
Uh, and they've re-enabled it, so it works fine now. They had a Q&A
Mm.
yesterday, and
Okay.
Ian did say that they were sorry that there were all these problems, but
Yeah.
this is why they have the BFA pre-patch. This
Yeah.
is why it's a pre-patch,
Mm.
because if they put this stuff in on the same day that they were going to release the
On the
new
14th.
quests, right?
Yeah.
Then yeah, then the launch would have been bad. But this
Horrible.
is
Yeah.
exactly why they do it now. Like they do it like four
Yeah.
weeks beforehand because they get to fix all the little bugs that they can't catch, right?
Yeah.
Um,
And I
yeah.
suppose the whole thing is that there's only so much that they can test in alpha and beta
Yes.
until it actually goes live. Like you said, there's a lot of things that you'd think, yeah, maybe they can do a small amount of testing, but until
Yeah.
communities goes live,
Yeah.
like live, and have everybody utilizing what's going on, whereas if you've only got, say, 1% of people are in beta, well, that's nowhere near the numbers that are to what happens when it goes live. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
There would be no way that they would have been able to catch this.
yeah,
They do not have enough people that join to test out the beta and all that that could
right,
have replicated the numbers that they saw now. So
right,
they can guess and they can say, well, everything looks okay, we should be fine.
yeah,
But then when they go live, it's not. And that's the only way
yeah,
that they can really know, right? So,
yeah.
um, yeah. So pre patch day didn't go well, but things are back up and there's a bunch of changes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, oh, you're typing. Oh,
I'm
yes.
typing.
Sorry, I'm looking this way at notes and not at. Anyway, okay.
It's okay.
Um, yeah, I'm a cutie. Uh,
Whatever.
I am so cute. I am the bee's knees. Um,
You're something.
yeah, I'm something all right.
That's right.
Okay,
Mm.
so changes. We have
Yeah.
war mode. For me, I think that's the biggest. No, it's not the biggest change. But to me, it's the most impactful change as far as actually getting me to PvP. I've
Okay.
really considered turning it on to go quest. So
Right.
basically, you need to go to your major city.
Yep.
You either go to Org or you go to uh, Stormwind. You can't go to Ironforge and all this other place. It's only those two
Oh.
spots. You
Okay.
go
Right.
turn on War Mode, which will flag you
Yeah.
for PvP. But then when you go out and go do world quests, like your normal questing and killing mobs, blah blah blah, you get an extra 10% of XP.
Okay. So
But that's
bit
to
pointless when you're max level, but
correct.
obviously if you're leveling up, alts and things like
I
that.
think what they're going to do is that when you're max level, they're going to give you extra honor
Okay.
to farm that for your
Yeah.
honor rewards. So
Okay.
it's basically to encourage people to do world PvP because PvP realms are gone now, right? So every realm
Yeah.
can be a PvP realm if you decide you want to PvP.
So when I was talking to the boys,
Yeah.
Wingy and Asheo, they were saying that there was a problem with people in war mode and people not in war mode.
Okay.
So there was phasing,
Okay. Yeah.
and when they were doing World Finder quests or trying to group up with other people to do the quest in if they weren't in war mode, if they joined a group with someone who was in war mode, then it phased them and they couldn't see anyone. Had you
I
heard
don't know about
that?
that. I did
Okay.
see something on Twitter about people were concerned that they were trying to create raids and that they were worried about crashing the servers. So they kept saying, "Hey,
Right.
if we try to create a raid for war mode and we crash the server, we're not going to get banned, right?" Yeah, okay, like, come on, guys. Um, I
Okay.
think, okay, so there is a difference between war mode and just PvP flagging yourself, which I think is a little bit weird because
Right.
you can still go. I can be right in the middle of a quest and decide I am going to PvP flag myself right now just because I feel like it, and I will
Mm.
not get the extra XP, which I think is kind
Oh,
of. I don't know
okay.
if I like that. I think I like that you should be getting the extra XP if you decide to flag yourself. And I think you should turn war mode on from wherever you are. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I was going to say though, but to turn it off, if you're in the middle of questing and you want to turn it on, you've got to then hark back to Stormwind or Ogrimmar,
Yes.
turn it
Yes.
on to
Go
go
but
all the way
yes.
back to
Yeah.
wherever you
Yeah.
are. Okay.
Yes. And
Mm. Right.
I think that the whole thing there is that they don't want people to go kill a bunch of mobs, turn
Mm.
on a PvP flag, turn in a bunch of quests, and
Yeah.
unflag themselves, but then they have to go hide for 5 minutes. And then they've got the bonus
Yeah.
XP, right? So they're trying to make it like if you're going out there, you're going out there, which I understand. It's just I
Yeah.
feel it's so weird that if I like I don't think the game can understand what I want to do
Yeah.
because it's trying to defeat somebody trying to use the XP bonus just to do XP and not to PvP, right?
Mm.
Which is what they
Yeah.
want you to do. Like they want you, hey, if you're gonna go do PvP and do war mode, you need to mean it, right? And not
Yeah.
Just not just switch it on
Chop and
just
change
because.
every
Yeah.
5 minutes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
And
if you're
I
gonna
and I
go
guess I
out and quest
understand
for
that.
2 hours, turn it on. Yeah.
Yes. And I guess I
Okay.
kind of agree with it. It's just it feels weird.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll tweak it
Yeah.
over time, but maybe they'll make
Probably.
it so that if you turn on your PvP flag, and you go to switch it off, it
Yeah.
doesn't come off for 10 minutes or more. Like, why does it need to be 5? Because now that you can't just go PvP, flag yourself by hitting another player, they can set that to any amount of time, right?
Yeah.
So and I guess another way to defeat that would be to turn on your PvP flag, turn in all your quests, and log out for 20
So
minutes. Right?
so for you, the war mode is something that you would consider
Yeah.
doing next expansion. Like
No, like
when
right now.
no, no,
Right
no,
now.
but like for your main character, let's
Oh.
let's just like main wise, like leveling, is it something that you would look at going from a
No.
hundred, where are we, 110 to 120? Is
No.
that how you're gonna quest
Nope.
or no?
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Because at
But
110 to 120 on my main, I want to experience the quests as they've been designed, not
yeah.
not turn in a quest and then get killed.
Yeah.
Right? I want to focus on the quests, maybe on alts going from 110 to 120, sure. But not my main. For sure, not my main.
Okay, so how are you utilizing it now? Now that it's live, how are you utilizing it?
I'm I'm not. I'm
Okay.
very afraid to click that button and then go
Does it
quest.
does it
So,
interest you that you want to give it a go? Or see, for me, unless I get into the PvP mindset, which at the moment I've got too many other things that I really want to focus, and PvP is like,
yeah.
this is my list, and PvP's like right down
Yes.
here. So I'm like, war mode doesn't interest me. I don't, even on alts, like I'm like, I don't care. I hated being on a PvP server. Like for the first what, 4, 5 years, 6 years that I played, I didn't know there was a thing. I just rolled on, what Scott told me to roll, and we were on PvP servers. So I just thought that was the normal. Yeah, but I hated it. So I'm not interested really
I
to fight
wouldn't do
myself.
it to PvP or to world PvP. I don't that's not my game. I would only consider switching that on for the for the bonus to all of my world quest XP.
Yeah, but if you're getting ganked, like,
Right.
then you're going.
So
So that's
far
what
I
you
haven't
take.
seen a lot of world PvPers out there as I've been leveling. And I'm talking
Yeah,
about like my level 20 and 30s and 40s. Like I haven't seen a ton
yeah.
of them out there. I think I've seen
But
one,
that'll change.
but that will change. And is it going to be worth it for me to do it? I don't know. And
Yeah,
they've changed PvP so that if you go get attacked by a level 110, okay? Let's say if I'm on a
yeah.
level 30, we both scale. So now it's not like I'm being attacked by a level 110, it's I'm being attacked by another person that's the same level as me, same power as me, I should say. And it won't be like one shot I'm dead. It'll be like
So they can't gank you.
they can't just like one shot you now. So
Yeah,
you're going to have a fight. And it's like, well, do I want to
yeah.
have a fight where I'm not going to get any XP? Like once I kill this guy, because I will win.
Mm.
I probably won't win.
I won't. I'll
I
die.
won't. I won't win.
You know,
you
what I
know,
used to do. I just used to
you know,
stand there.
is
I
it
just
worth
used to
it?
go,
Yeah.
no, Nah, just
I
kill
don't
me. Like,
know.
just kill me. I'm over it.
I think
I hate this
15%
game.
is, I don't know.
Hmm.
We'll see. But yeah, war mode has seriously, because of the bonus XP, has really gotten me to really consider it. Really, really. And I'm not a
Okay.
PvPer by any means, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll see how it goes. Be
Um,
interesting.
the guild interface got a makeover.
Okay. So can I just tell you a story
Sure.
quickly? I knew
S-
that there was something happening, but of course, Wednesday night I logged in and I was like, ah, my add-ons. Um,
Come on.
so I ended up not being able to do much. So I didn't even realize about the guild stuff until Thursday night when I logged in and I'm looking at, I bring up Jay for the guild stuff and I'm like, oh, okay. Um cool, but I don't get it. I don't why have we why when we've got guild chat. So I really don't get it. Like, it seems like I've got all these things. I've got Discord to keep up with guilds and the various things that
Mhm.
I'm into. I've got
Yeah.
the guild with guild chat, and most of the guilds I'm in has got green wall anyway, so I'm seeing multiple chat. Um I don't understand what is the community
So
supposed to do for me.
it's not really supposed to replace Discord
Right.
because
But it's got a chat thing.
but it's sort of like Discord,
Yeah,
except you can
that's how
use
I
it,
took it.
but you can use it in game. Discord you cannot. Okay, and like we have our own group, and our own group you can join that group on your BNet tag, and
Yeah.
regardless of whether or not you're logged in as a horde, as a horde or alliance, you can chat with the people that are in your group. And we've seen people that were on horde that can chat with us, but it's because we're part of the same group. If you joined it with your character, with your faction character, now it's different.
Right.
Okay, so um, actually, I don't even think you can join it with your faction character. I think you have to join it as a B tag. So
Hmm.
you can also use it through the BNet launcher, right? You know
Right.
how you have it in the social tag, the social little
Yep.
button, right? Or tab.
Yeah.
So in that sense,
But
it's what?
hang on, I'm just gonna check something. So the guild one, so for AIE, right? So
Yes.
obviously when I bring up Jay and there's this whole guild thing, is that going out over just the sub guild that I'm in? Like, because I have green walls, so I get all the guild chat.
Greenwall
Like, I just
should.
don't get it. Don't get it.
There's nothing changed with your guild.
Right.
You are in guild blah 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 sub guild, who cares? That is its own guild.
Right.
But because you use Greenwall, you will still see the same chat. Okay?
Right.
So
So the
nothing
social.
changes there.
Right.
But the social
So
tab.
yeah. So the group is separate to having friends from anything. Like where with WoW challenges we've got the group
Yes.
that we can Right.
that we can
Okay,
invite
so it's got nothing
anybody.
to do with the guilds. It's got
Correct.
nothing to do with guild. It's community.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Correct.
I think I was thinking
But
it was.
because they are being shown in the same place, okay?
Yeah, I think
And
that's where I got confused. Okay.
yeah, and I think overall this is a great change. I I I like that the UI is wider,
Right.
and you have the option of decreasing it just to show the guild chat, even if you
Yeah.
have it shown somewhere else. But
Yeah.
as far as a replacement for Discord, I just, it's just, that's not going to happen, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, yes, you can do voice chat in every channel. You
Yeah.
can join voice chat. So you can join voice chat in guild. You
Yeah.
can join voice chat. You can
I
join voice
didn't
chat
notice
through the
that.
guild. Yes, you. So if you go
And
look
when
up
you
at the
do a
top, hold on, at the top right corner of the UI, you will see a little headphone with a mic, and if you click that, you will join voice chat. So you need to set up your voice settings, which are in your system settings. There's a new option for voice.
Okay. And I noticed there was another option when Wingy and I grouped up to do some eye grinding, that it popped up over on where my, the guild tab and the general tab and everything. There was a little thing that popped up and it's like, oh, do you want to use voice? I was like, whoa, what's that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so I was like,
Yep.
oh, okay, cool. But no, we're already in Discord. Why would I want to use that?
Yeah.
Why else would I want to use anything else? So,
I honestly, I've run a whole bunch of LFGs, and I've
hmm,
not used the voice chat because I don't want to talk with random people, right?
yeah,
Because it could be good, could be bad.
mm,
I
yeah,
don't want to talk with people over except by text, and only if we
yeah,
need to, because they don't know about a boss or something. But
yeah,
so it looks like, so they had to take it down, and I
yeah,
guess they fixed what they needed to fix, because
mm,
within the day it was back up, and
yeah,
it was like, yeah. So
yeah.
I'm
Voice chat and LFR.
yeah, no thanks.
Okay, yeah. Oh
Hundred
dear Lord.
percent, they will be talking about all kinds of stuff. Yes, yeah.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna stop myself.
Mm,
So stat squish. We
mm,
yet again had another stat squish. Well, yet again, our second one. And this time, what they did is that they made everything linear. So just small bumps in power as you go from classic all the way through to Legion. So
yeah.
that BFA is going to be the first part where you start to get the extra good stuff. And they said
Mm,
every more or less every tier should be 15 eye levels, which is 15% increase in power. And by the end of the expansion, you should be 4 times as powerful as you are now. I think so. That would
okay.
mean I think some stuff that I have is I'm eye level like 180 something, and I'm like, what the heck, right? And
Yeah, that was
you know,
disappointing. I
well, I mean,
to
what
log
else
in
can they
and
do, right? I mean,
I
the
know, but
only other thing that they can do is start to do in like D3, where you have
Paragon.
Paragon power and all that stuff. And
Yeah,
I do not want them to do that.
yeah.
I much prefer squishes.
But I nearly freaked out last night because when I looked at my eye level, when I was cleaning out the bank and I was
Mhm.
moving, some stuff and I was comparing a couple of things. And when you just mouse over and you see eye level like 187,
Yep. You're
and
like,
I've
what?
gone, yeah, I've literally gone, oh, okay, so that must have been thinking it was like wrath,
Yeah.
possibly a
Yes.
wrath piece. And then I've gone, oh yeah, and then I've gone, hang
BC.
on, no, that's part of my set.
Mm-hmm.
That's my current set. I was like, oh, it was like the penny dropped. I was like, oh boy, did we drop? Did we drop in
Oh
eye
yeah.
levels? Okay.
I feel
And yeah.
like with the amount that they've squished, I think that
Mm.
they could do
Should be good
another.
for a while.
Well, I because they basically had it where they did the squish right at the beginning of Warlords. We went through
Yep.
that one expansion, then we went through another
Yep.
expansion till we had to do another other one. So that was two
Yeah.
full expansions. I feel like with how far that they've squished, I feel like we could do three until
Yeah.
our next one, which is good.
Maybe.
He was. They did address it on the Q&A, saying that
Oh, okay.
maybe some options are to use exponents, but then that looks weird too because who's going to look at E33 power, all this stuff? Like, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
So
Keep it
I think,
simple.
well, they
Rule of
said
thumb.
that they haven't found a better way to do it yet.
Yeah.
So you never know. In three expansions
Mm.
from now, you know, um, maybe they don't
We'll
need to
wait and
do
see.
another squish, which would be good.
Yeah.
But the stat squish, my personal experience with it, I've been leveling up some alts, and
Mm-hmm.
people do not understand that the stat squish also they changed threat. So tank threat is not the same as it was.
Yeah.
People are running through. Let's take a dungeon. The
Deadmines.
Warpwood, no, Warpwood corridor. The Dire Mall one, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. They are running through there and pulling all the things, and
Yeah.
then they die, and we all wipe.
Yeah.
I
Mm.
literally, and I know what this word means. I literally spent
Mm.
over an hour, went through 5 tanks,
Oh.
3 healers, and the
Oh.
trash began to respawn before I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I can't do this now because I need to go make lunch for my kids.
Yeah.
I literally spent over an hour, and
Yeah. I
I'd
think
say
people
a
get.
quarter of the time is inexperience with the bosses, which is
Mm.
fine. It's fair because people don't know.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We wipe, we come back. Well, now we don't do that stupid thing again. The problem
Yeah.
is we were wiping on trash because people want to skip trash and
Yeah.
not realize that some of the trash pats just clear out the trash.
Yeah.
Clear the
It's
trash.
quicker to.
It's
It's quicker to
quicker.
clear
Yeah.
it out,
Yes, it's
and then
quicker
instead of wiping, running
over and
back.
over. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Literally, we lost 3 tanks and 1 healer because we'd make one pull,
Oh. Yep.
wipe, and they would quit. They're like, no, I'm out. And it's like, you know what? It's not necessarily the squish, it is everything. The game has
Yeah.
changed. You
Yeah.
guys need to change with it. You can't play
Yeah.
it
The
the
way you
old
did.
way. Right. It's
Yeah.
different. So that was not a
Mm.
fun morning. That was this morning. Yeah.
Oh.
And
Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds horrible.
it and we've had it before the squish where people would run around, grab all of the things and then die, but not as much. Now now
Yeah.
because of the squish, it's different. And I
Yeah.
know that Blizzard said that they don't want it to be like that, but it is,
Yeah.
and I don't think that's going to change. So dungeons need, like, when people go in there, please, you
Patience.
need to change your mindset and just
Mm.
tackle the dungeon as it's being presented to you. Stop trying to do all the little shortcuts, skip this, skip that.
Mm.
No, 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 no. Do it the way that Blizzard wants you to, and honestly, as of right now, you will spend less time
Well,
in
it's
there,
like
right?
vanilla.
God,
Yeah.
drive me crazy.
Remember, like vanilla was all that. You couldn't skip stuff.
Well, vanilla, I
Like,
never had a. I didn't have a group of friends
well,
to run things with, so I don't really know.
you didn't have friends.
I had no
Oh,
friends.
I'm kidding. You had no friends. No,
I
but it
still
was
have no
there was
friends.
you do. Oh, you do not.
See, I do
Yeah,
not.
that was very. You do have friends. I mean, meaning you do not have no friends.
Sure.
Means you do have
Right.
friends. Um,
Hmm.
Now I've forgotten what I was going to say, but it was very, and I think even in, I'd like to say in Burning Crusade or Wrath was very, you couldn't, when the expansion started off, it was very much you had to pull everything, go
Yep.
through all the trash until we got geared, until we got more stuff, and then you could start to work out, okay, we don't need to pull that mob over there or these ones. But right at the start, it was no, clear everything, and I
Hmm.
think people get impatient or people get used to and forget things have changed. So if
You know.
things have changed, you've got to change with it
Hmm.
until we get back to that level of being able to, work with it,
So
so to speak.
one of the other things I noticed with the stat squish is leveling up my alt. I was leveling up my feral druid from 40 to 50, and
Okay.
it's really weird at 47 and lower. It was taking
Mm.
me a good, I would say, 10 seconds to kill a mob, like a normal mob doing a quest.
Okay.
As soon as I hit 48, things were dying in like 3 or 4 hits. So somewhere it feels like I passed a hurdle of some kind, but I
Yeah.
don't know what that was because I didn't get anything new.
Mm.
No new passive thing for me to apply, blah, blah, blah. Nothing. It's just all of a
Okay.
sudden I'm hitting for more. And I don't know if this
Yeah.
is a squish thing
Mm.
or if it's just how feral was, but maybe
Yeah.
it's a bug and it's gonna get fixed and back to 10 hits again, right? So
Yeah. Maybe.
but okay, so enough about the stat squish.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have new content. Excuse me. um,
Yeah, but
we
that's
have
next
new
week.
content is coming out starting next week.
Yeah, I was really disappointed because
No,
I was.
why?
Well, no, I
I'm
thought it.
not
Well,
disappointed.
I
I'm
didn't.
glad.
I didn't. I didn't read. I thought I was coming into. It was
Oh,
starting
it
this
was
week,
just gonna
so I've got
start.
into the game, and I was like,
Right.
"Where's all my stuff?" And
Uh-huh.
no, and
No, I'm
next week.
honestly I'm
Oh,
glad that they didn't because I would want to experience it
yeah,
correctly and not
mm,
play it on patch day, or at least try to play it
yeah,
on patch day and then be halfway through and the server crashes. Right?
yeah.
No, I
Oh,
would much
yeah,
rather wait the week. I think Blizzard made the complete right call. Don't make anything go live that first week.
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. As much as my main is on the blue side, okay. I'll show you my little coaster is Horde, even though on the other side is Alliance. But I
Hey.
have it on the Horde side, and I like
Well,
my Sylvanas. So
I
I really want to see what
did you
happens, like how it happens and all
did
this
you
stuff.
not
So
get any screenshots?
no,
I
I don't.
did.
Nah,
I
Nah.
did. I mean, I know I've got
Why?
probably
It's going to be
50
phased.
million.
Why? It's phased.
Doesn't matter. I was gonna take my main over, but I ended up taking
Mm,
my alliance Leeta over and just got some some last minute screenshots of the tree and everything
okay.
because I thought, well, just in case. I know I've got stuff over the years, but yeah, it'll. I kind of can't wait to see what happens. Like, it's interesting because I just finished the book.
Hmm.
And as much as, yes, you don't need the book and, patch and all of that, but
Yeah.
it's so, I'm just kind of like, please give it to me, please. I want to see what happens. That's probably why I thought that it was coming in this week because
Mm,
I just literally finished the book
okay.
and oh my god, I tweeted to Christy Golden and she liked my tweet and answered me. That was fangirl moment. But yeah, it's I don't know. I have so many mixed emotions at the moment, but you know me, I run red, so for the horde always, always. But
Hmm.
yeah. So next week's going to be interesting. It'll, yeah, that's, I can't wait.
So the only thing that I've ever really done the whole screenshot thing for was in Mists of Pandaria,
Yeah.
right before the siege, that whole raid tier
In
launched.
jail.
So I took
Yeah.
pictures of the golden, blah blah blah, where all the people were that you got your quest
Yeah.
from. I took a video of it and I have that up on
Yeah.
YouTube. But that's the only time because that's not phased, right? This is going to be a phase thing. So yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
It doesn't feel as permanent of a change as some other stuff that they've done.
Mm.
I think
Okay. Well,
honestly, I think that if they didn't give you the option to phase it, I think
mm.
that would be good. I think that if you were a new character, I think you should be able to go through the old phased stuff. But once you
Yeah.
leave and once you're like level 110, right?
Yeah.
Now the tree's on fire. So you
Yeah.
cannot go back there.
Yeah.
And maybe make it like that, right? I really don't think that they should have allowed us to phase it back and forth like they have done in other zones. Kind of
Mm.
feel like maybe that the phasing should be controlled by Blizzard, set by your character level as far as what level you were supposed to be when that change happened, to
Yeah.
make the world feel like it is a changing place, right? Because the World of
Yeah.
Warcraft is changing.
Mm.
The tree's burning down. Uh,
Mm.
so Nega says you have to go back for achievements and stuff. They can deal with that. That's nothing. That's nothing.
Mm.
I'm talking about like the realism of feeling like you're in this world that changes. If you get to control that, where you get to go back and forth, then it doesn't feel as much of a real world as it did before.
Mm.
Because the real world, you can't control it. You've got people in power that are crazy. You've got all this. You've got weather that's not like you don't have any control. That's the real
Mm.
world. And in the World of Warcraft, it was sort of like that, especially in Mists, where the veil is it's it's laid to waste, and it was
Garden.
beautiful, and and
Yeah.
and now you cannot go
I
back, right?
know, I
Right?
know. Yeah, every time I fly from Half Hill
Yep.
to Shrine,
Yeah.
you know, and it makes me sad because we were part of all that,
Yes, it
you know.
does. And I'm not saying it,
It's
and I'm not saying it's supposed to make you feel good. It's just
no, no.
that for that sense of realism, I don't feel like
Well,
the
that's right.
players should have the control.
That's the part.
You know,
Mm,
so
yeah. I
and once
suppose
you're
we'll
out of
see.
it, you're out of it, and that's it.
Uh, mm,
So,
see.
okay, so that's starting next week. And I'm assuming on
Yeah.
Tuesday. I don't know.
How many?
Uh,
Do you know how many parts? Is
I
it
would
2 parts?
assume
Or?
2 or 3 because right
Okay.
now we're less than 4 weeks away. So as of next Tuesday, it'll be 3 weeks to the new content. So
Yeah.
I think
I
I
know.
heard just so that you don't have high expectations. I've
Mm.
heard that the burning doesn't happen the first week. Okay. I've heard it happens the
It'll
week
be the lead
after.
up.
The
Okay.
week
All
after.
right. Don't la la
Okay.
la. Okay.
Oh no,
I'll.
I mean I have no idea. Nobody still knows who
I,
is the one that has done it. Nobody has been able to find it
wonder
out,
myself.
which is amazing. I'm really glad because as much as I love being able to go to websites and look up this and that, I don't
Yeah.
want it to be
See, I
spoiled,
don't do
right?
that anymore.
So,
That's. I wonder if there would be that possibility that we would never know, like that they
oh,
may put it in.
you
You
think
know, you
so?
know how there's just yeah, you know where it could you could just go, okay, the possibility is that it could be Horde or its alliance. Like they give indicators to say possibly
Who it
come
could
from
have
this,
been?
but there's
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Oh,
You know, I saw a
that would be
meme
pure evil.
online
That I
that
would love that. I
the
think I would love that.
person that actually caused the fire was Nomi. Freaking Nomi.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
funny.
don't
And,
think I
and his
saw that.
eyes like glow red too, and it's like, oh man.
Yeah, yeah,
Um.
damn Naomi. Mm,
So, there. What else has changed? There's cosmetic and
cosmetic.
model changes. So orcs now have the option of standing upright.
I haven't even
I
looked
haven't even
at
looked
them.
at that
So,
honestly.
no.
And apparently blood elves have golden eyes now. Can now have golden eyes because some of them are freed from the from having to rely on the Fel corrupted Sunwell. So now the
Right.
Sunwell
Okay.
is not Fel corrupted. They don't,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
not
I
green
haven't looked
anymore,
at it.
right? So that's good.
Okay. Yeah.
I've honestly not really looked at anything. The other thing, I guess, is our artifacts are
Yeah.
depowered, and it was like I
Mm,
mean, I mean,
not happy, Jan.
we knew it was gonna happen because they can't let us run around with these things, but
Yeah.
they only let us run around with like supercharged like for 2 weeks. Man, come on! Like, can you give us
I
like
know.
a month of being able to kick the crap out of everything? Come on,
It's
guys.
not fair though. I want my dimensional rift back because that was awesome. I loved dropping these dimensional rifts behind me that would
Okay.
throw this extra, full on spell power, whatever I was killing. And I don't have that anymore. And I'm really, really disappointed because now I kind of want that as like a talent for my warlock.
You
I'm
don't
like,
have it as a talent
damn
now,
it.
or it's not baked in. No, because
No,
I did look at my
sad.
main and um, some of my weapon things were actually put into my spec. So not like everything. They did change my
Maybe I
speed
need to.
burst
Yeah.
again.
Okay. I might
Death
have
Knights
to
are the
have another
slowest
look.
class of them all, man. It's driving me nuts. Driving me
Well,
nuts.
are you doing the two-handed or the
My spec is two hand only.
two-hand? Okay, that can be pretty heavy. So of course you're going to be slowed down because you're carrying a giant two-handed mace.
So when the Alliance
I thought it was funny.
gets Dark Iron Dwarves, which are not live yet, they're supposed
Yeah.
to be unlocked sometime once BFA starts. we should be getting some kind of an unlocking thing for Dark Irons and the Mag'har orcs. So, Dark Iron dwarves are not allowed to be Death Knights. And I totally understand the mechanism because they want you to play the character starting at level 20, level it up, blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
Get Blizzard their investment. I get it. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I would make a plea that they have acknowledged that race by lore can be a Death Knight. So I would say that make it so that if you have leveled up a allied race, that race from 20 to 120, let's just say, that you should then be able to select DKs as a class for that allied race.
Mm-hmm.
Only once you've done it the first time, because, we want to make sure, everybody's doing it the same way the first time. It unlocks you being able to do that, because I would change my main over for sure. And I know that Dark Irons are not the only race that should be able to be Death Knights. There's a few others too. I don't know, but I don't think Void Elves. I mean, because by rights, they're not a new race, but they're not the High Elves. If they were the High Elves would be able to. The Tauren should. Draenei, no. So, so Nagus, you need to relax and listen through to everything. I'm not saying all allied races, I'm saying specific ones.
So.
And, and if you level it up normally, then you should be able to unlock Death Knights for those specific ones. So not just for everything.
Yeah.
Blizzard, please. It would merge. I mean, because in my mind,
you really want it.
In my mind, my dwarf is already Dark Iron dwarf. I just don't look like it. Okay.
Yeah.
It would merge the two. That would be so great.
We'll see.
It'd be so great.
Well, you never know. You never know your luck. You can, hopes and dreams, all that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I don't care. But, I know you do, that you'd really like that. So just,
I would love it.
Fingers crossed. I couldn't care less.
There's
I'm
no
happy being undead. I will forever be an undead warlock.
Undead is
That's what I am.
Undead Death Knight. To me is funny, but that would be my next. That would be my next go-to.
I would like to roll an undead, the hunter that looked like Sylvanas. That's what I would like.
That would be very nice.
And have my own Sylvanas tribute, but it'd be a elite Varnus. Leeta.
Leeta?
Leeta? I don't know. It'd be something, but if I could have that look, of course that'll never happen, but I would totally go that way. Yeah. But anyway.
Other than that, I think those are the major changes. We know that the new continents unlock
video cards.
Video cards? What?
Wasn't there a lot of people
did.
I had heard saying video cards were out of date or stuff?
Yep, and they were.
Yeah.
And I had it on mine, and I was like, well, because I don't usually keep my drivers up to date, because I find a driver, and when it works, great, because many times I've updated them, and they basically screwed the pooch. And, So now what I do is that I don't just go, okay, yeah, new update, click. No. So for the new patch, I had to do a update, and everything was okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
All right. No, that's all right. I didn't, as I said, when I logged in, I let it do the download, all the stuff to while I was having dinner, and I didn't have any problems, but I do keep my NVIDIA fairly current. Normally not had a problem. Touch wood. But yeah. So anyway.
glad you
I
touched
just found
your
that
head.
was
Uh,
what I'm not even. Anyway, yeah.
so I think that's it.
Mhm.
Wow, it's been an hour.
Pretty much. Yeah, I know. You can talk a lot, Stone.
Well, we're both talking.
I know. I know. I'm
Jeez.
just paying out on
Are
you.
we are we still gonna do our weeks in WoW or months in
Yeah,
WoW?
because
Oh my god.
I'm going to, yeah, but it's
Okay.
only going to be quick anyway.
Okay.
So
That's what she said. So
it
literally,
was because I did.
exactly. Okay, so before we go on, I'm going to play a teaser. I'm going to mute you.
Yes.
I'm going to mute me. Okay, so we can listen.
We are the Forsaken.
You're listening to a Corpse Run Radio minicast.
Coming to you on Battle for Azeroth launch day, August the 13th, episode 41 of Corpse Run Radio, with a very special guest.
Children of the grave, heed my call. Come and join me, or feel my wrath. For we are the Forsaken. I am your queen.
I hadn't seen the cinematic until I got to BlizzCon.
Yeah,
I did it, but I hadn't seen any portion of that.
yeah.
It was more just drawings we were working off of. And I was blown away at the work these guys did. The art is just so phenomenal.
Oh yeah, the cinematics team is Terran Gregory. He is like absolutely amazing with his
Yeah,
team.
he's awesome.
It's like, and that's like one of the big things that Blizzard does is these amazing cinematics.
Now go out, my minions. Let nothing stand in your way.
Okay. So, okay, I don't know voice actor names. I can't pick out voices. So Grand Nega sent that to me. I'm like, who is this? And he's like, you don't know who this is? I'm like, no. I mean, I'm guessing it's Sylvanas, right? And so he's like, it's Patty Matson. And I'm like, I have never heard of her name before, ever. But I think this is fantastic.
It's amazing.
Being able to sit down with her and chat with her and to be able to pick her brain and stuff, oh my god.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome, Grand Nagus. Just hearing her voice, not only as Sylvanas, but here, obviously, I can't wait to hear the chat that they have. But her voice, her normal voice, not in Sylvanas, I can still hear that level of
you can?
Sylvanas.
Really?
So yeah,
I can't.
Yes, I
Really?
love her. I love her so much
Because
Like,
the Sylvanas
is
voice is
Yes.
modified, right? Obviously, right? So, and I think maybe
But it's a little
for
bit
me, that's why I can't pick it out, right? And
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's like not against her. It's just I can't put them together. And the same thing is with
wow.
a person, Liam O'Brien, who I found out does the voice of. Oh dang! Oh poop! Wow! I can't believe it. I forget who he does, but I found out that he does the voice of somebody that I like, and I was like, no, there's somebody else actually, and you can't hear it because the voice has been modified so much that it does not sound like him, right? But it's still, I mean, when you still talk with the person that's behind the voice, like the character and how it sounds and feels, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. I can't wait. Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting.
I would assume she should be at BlizzCon as well, just considering all that. That would be pretty cool. I would just say
people I've got to see.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all. Okay.
Okay. Tell me about your week. Because we've gone an hour.
Weeks in WoW, months in WoW, month and 5 weeks in WoW.
Whatever. I've just done mine for like the last few days.
Okay, right. Mine has kind of been like that too. So, I got Pond Nettle. Okay, so I set up my leveling path, not my leveling path, my farming path, and I have TomTom set up to go hit up Wrangler Kravos because he drops from Mount. He's like right near one of the spawn points in Argus on Macquarie, down by the lower tip.
Okay.
There's another boss, Skreeg, who's also in Macquarie. He's like this great big demon death dog dude up near the north.
Yep.
So I have all these spawn points. Okay, so I'm finished my eggs, thank God. And I had Pond Net, and I didn't know about Pond Nettle, so I'm like, I found out from somebody that said he finally got it. Poor Swing Cat. He finally got it after 3,900 casts. And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. Great. Awesome job. Because it's supposed to be 1 in 2,000, right? Drop. So I put it on my list. Okay, I'm going to spend 50 casts every time I go for a mount run, which may not be every day, may not be every week, just 50, and we're going to move on because I don't want to waste all my time. And I literally got it on my 20th cast. And I took a screenshot and I threw it out there, and everybody hates me now. I mean, they hate me even more now.
So badly.
So I was like,
for how many days?
Well, I mean, because it's all skill,
So
right?
badly.
It's RNG. It's RNG.
RNG.
I can't put on a special lure, right? It's just just how it went. And I was really surprised because when the thing dinged at me to say I got them out, I was like, well, it was like a false hit or something. So I go check my bags. Nope, there it is. I'm like, wow. Okay, I just take that line out of my spreadsheet because I had just added it in. I guess I shouldn't have put that in the spreadsheet. And I put it on my favorites, and I don't think I've mounted it once. So not even to take a screenshot with it. I didn't even take a screenshot being mounted on it. I just took the screenshot of it, me getting it, and moused over the tool.
Really? So many words. I really am thinking at you right now. So.
Well, this show is not clean, so maybe you can share those words with me tomorrow. I did bank cleaning for the first time, like full cleaning. Like I was deleting, deleting toys that. Yes, screw it, because I don't use them. Do not use them. I don't care about them. They don't count as a toy. Done. I don't care. So things like from the Lost Isle, the one where Yes, the timeless aisle. Sorry, the lost aisle.
The lost.
The one where you click it and it makes like a rainstorm or something. I don't know what it is. I don't use it. It just sits there. And this expansion, I had such a hard time because I had all these orange gear that I had nowhere to put. So I'm like, you know what?
You can put them in your void storage.
Yes,
They
those
will
ones
go
you can.
into your void storage.
Void storage, I discovered after cleaning everything out, it will not take unique items, but they can be unique equipped.
Soulbound.
Soulbound, unique equipped, but not unique.
Yeah.
Is something like that. So I cleared out like
Hi,
everything. Bob. Is Bob here? Hey, buddy.
He's like, look at me. I'm so handsome.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's
Who's
so pretty.
He's such a good boy.
Yeah.
I have like 10 things left in my mains bank. I did put in gear that was I did put gear into the void vault thing, you know, void storage. Yeah, he's looking for a way down here, and he's gonna hit my mic. And besides that, honestly, I even got rid of, you know, the blue gear that you can dig up on Arky dig sites, and it's account bound, but it's blue.
Yeah.
But it's blue
Yeah.
gear. Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. Just gone.
Wow.
Just
Why
gone.
don't you just send it all to your bank too?
Why?
Because it's account bound.
I'm not going to use it. That's the point. I got rid of stuff I'm never going to use.
Wow.
Never.
Okay.
Gone.
All right.
I kept one letter from my wife. Her very first in-game mail to me.
Yeah.
She sent to me 14 years ago.
Wow.
I've still got that.
Yeah.
And I will never delete that. It's just, you know, because, you know, it's... Anyway.
Yeah.
So, but besides that, ruthless.
Wow.
I got
See,
rid of
I'm
that
not
stupid
ruthless.
purple Van Cleef toy that you got. Remember, you can...
Yeah.
It had 50 charges.
That.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah. No. Gotta keep that.
Oh, man. So I leveled up some alts. Not leveled up, but I have been leveling alts, doing more mount runs. I haven't really had any luck with mount runs other than Nettle and I guess the Fel Spotted Eggs. I had a good lucky week. I had 4 eggs drop in 1 week, and I was like, okay, great. And I put a thing on my on my week, like I wait because it takes 5 days for them to hatch.
I feel like they're dropping a bit more.
Yeah. I think they changed the drop rate because I know a guildie of mine swore off it because he will never do that again, because if he got one, it would always be aged yolk. And I'm like, what's he talking about? My very first one, I got a mount, right? So I don't know. So I did that, and so I guess so on the second egg, I got the last mount I needed. And I think I'm only working on one more mount from the garrison, and according to rarity, I am unlucky on the last mount on the garrison, which is the wild cold snout or something like that. It's like the pig one. I don't know what it is. I just click it. So basically, it could be any invasion. You just need to get gold. So it could drop from a gold bag or a platinum bag. And at this point, you should be able to get both. So apparently I have rotten luck with that one. So I have every mount from there except for that one.
Poor diddums.
And
Poor
the Nettle 20 cast. Yeah.
My slightly bitter. Hence why I say poor diddums.
My Pally order hall mount, I was like, okay, so I'm going to focus on just doing that. And this is after the squish and all that.
Yep.
This was on Wednesday. Yeah, it was on Wednesday. And it took me about 30 to 40 minutes to figure out where I was. Like, in the whole mount quest line. Like, am I done my campaign in my hall? Like, where am I, right? And which ones do I need to do? I can't really find a good document that will run through every single quest on one page. Like, it will say, hey, you need to do this, and go click there, and then figure out which ones you really need to do. And then you need to go do your Legion Fall campaign, which is like 14 parts or something, or 12 parts. I don't remember.
Yeah.
And you don't have to do all of the Legion Fall Broken Shore quests. You just have to do those specific ones. So figuring that out, it's, there's no real guide from what I could find that would outline every single step that you need for each campaign order hall mount. But it took me a bit, but I'm now at the point where I have to complete a Legion Fall mission at my class order hall, and the only one that popped up was an elite one for eye level 900, and all my guys are like 660 or 780 or something. So I'm like, okay, well, that's not going to happen. And apparently you can buy nether shards to go get your followers gear up to eye level 880, and then you can also buy extra things to make them get more experience as well. But besides that, I had to wait for a low-level Legion Fall mission, which I put in, but I had like a 60% chance. So I'm hoping I'll log in and I'll win, because I don't want to have to do this again. And then the Pally one will be done.
60%.
Yeah, I think after the mission one, I have one more quest left, and I don't think that one's a big deal. So,
Right,
that's
luck.
pretty much it. So, yeah. So, Leeta,
Sounds busy.
how about you tell me about your first item on your list? Because I keep looking at that and like.
So, when I saw the tweet that you'd sent out saying that you got the pond nettle in literally 20 casts. Now, I had already started working on the pond nettle a month, maybe a week, a couple of weeks or a month earlier. It might have even been longer. I thought I did quite a few, but I originally got it up to 300 casts. That's where I left it. And of course, I'd been busy with doing challenge tunes and all sorts of other things that I was like, I need to get back. When they said the patch was dropping, I thought, no, I want to get that done before, 8.0 hits. So I started again from 300, and all I did was fish. I was like, I'm not going to do anything until I get this thing. And then after hours of fishing, I actually would have a break and go and kill demons, because by that stage, I would be so frustrated that number of casts kept going up and up and up, that I would just be going, I hate stone so much for getting this in 20 casts. So when I finally got it, and I did get it,
yay!
I finally got it. I got it on my 2,359th cast.
Wow.
I will never forget that number in the whole of my entire life, because every time I cast, I would be cursing you and your 20 casts. Now, I did go and get a screenshot.
Okay, wait a second.
I did.
Wait a second.
I love the mount.
Wait.
Gorgeous. It's
gorgeous. How many casts were you at when I was at 20? Like
300.
So you at 300. So I was at 20. You were at 300, and then you were like, "Screw you, Stone," and you casted another 2,059 times. Correct?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I mean, I really like. It's so cute. Like it's the little squiddy octopusy thing, and it's purpley blue, and it's really cute. So I really like it. And you know, it's very sort of voidy, warlocky colors. So I really liked it. That's, you know, it's not a problem. But yeah, it was certainly one of those things. And again, it's like give me any grind, quest, anything that's gonna. It's just I sit there going, RNG hates me. Like there are times when RNG hates me, and this was one of those times that I was like, I hate Stone so much for getting this in 20 casts. Like literally, I knew. I think deep down I had this feeling because I already knew that most people said, RNG, you've got to do at least 2,000 casts, and once you got it in the 20, I was like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what? RNG is going to make me cast 2,000. It's going to tell me I'm not going to get anything till I at least hit that 2,000 cast because that's what RNG's like. And then I kept going, and I just spend, I don't know how many hours, literally, I don't know how many hours, but I would just fish and then be like, I'm done. And, you know, log off. And I'm like, come on, just give me the damn mount. So, yeah, when it finally dropped, I was like, I'm done. Okay. And then, of course, then I went and started on my demon eyes. I got one toy a couple months ago, and I needed the one last toy, and I needed 1,000 demon eyes. So again, another grindy thing. And the problem is I really, really hate when you can go and kill the whole. So I'd go to the pit of what's it called? Anyway, there's a pit of
something.
I can't
demons.
Remember. Pit of something where all the demons are. Anyway, I would run around. I would kill every demon there, and I might get 5 eyes. And I'd be like, seriously, could you at least give me one every 2? If I killed 2 things, give me 1. But because, again, RNG is so crappy that I don't know how many demons I killed to get that 1,000 eyes. But let me just say that there was a lot. I've spent all the last
Legion has been destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
so
boss,
anyway,
they're killing us, but they're taking our eyes. I don't really understand why, but something about our eyes they really like.
Yeah. I finally got. Anyway, yeah, Wingy came and helped me finish off last night because some damn Alliance demon hunter decided to come over and started, you know, gliding or glaving or whatever, and was tagging all my little mobs, and I was like, go away, don't you know this is my zone, like this is my spot, just let me get these damn eyes.
I thought your zone was Lochmodan.
Yeah, that is for my challenge tunes, but for getting demon eyes that would be no good. So yeah, I got the last toy for that, so I was really happy. And I've been killing Blistermore. So Blistermore's right above. So the pit that I go to, Blistermore is basically right above. Okay. Yep. So when I'd see Blistermore up, I'd go and kill Blistermore. And the other night when I was there and Wingy was finishing off his demon eyes, and I said, oh, Blistermore's up. Let's go. You know, let's go. I want the mount. I want the mount. I want the mount. And he's like, who's Blistermore? What are you talking about? And I'm like, let's go, just come up here, come on. And, we kill it. And I'm like, no, I didn't get the mount. And he loots the mount on his first kill ever.
Wow.
And I'm like, seriously? He's like, you're not talking to me now, are you? I'm like, I hate you so much. You and Stone right now. It's like hate. Wingy and Stone. You guys, Can I
ask you? You made a mention of every time it would come up, you would want to go kill it. I thought you could only loot from it once a week. Is it can loot from it every day? Oh, okay, once a day.
Once a day. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. So I try and kill it every day to see if I could, and still.
Okay.
Still no. And then I take Wingy over. Hey, look, this thing, it gets the damn mount. He's like, look at it. It's so pretty. I'm like, I hate you. Get off the goddamn thing. That's it. We are not friends anymore.
Wow.
I'm like, seriously. Well, I wasn't that vicious, but I was like, drop group. I'm like, I don't like you anymore.
Good
He's
Lord.
like, I can't give you the mount. I said, I don't want your mount. It's like, it's your mount. You can't give it to me. I want my own mount. Yeah, so it's quite, I can laugh about it now. Trust me, I wasn't laughing so much about it when he looted the damn thing. And I was like, you've got to be kidding. You've got to be kidding me. RNG, seriously. So, so that was quite funny. But at the same stage, I had noticed, I got 3 of the Fel Spotted Eggs just in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
I was like,
nice.
Hence why I said, I think.
How many do you need still of the 4 mounts?
I've got.
Because there should be 4 or 5. 4, I think. I think there's 4 mounts. Maybe there's 5.
Was there a pet?
I think there's a pet. So maybe there's 4 mounts and a pet.
I think I got the pet.
Okay.
And I've got no mounts. And every time since I got the 1 pet, and then I got the Fel yoke thing.
The aged yoke.
And I was like, the ancient yoke or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, and I've had, I don't know how many eggs I've had. I wouldn't say a huge amount of them, but I've never looted more than 1.
Okay.
I've only ever had like 1. I had to wait the 5 days, and whereas now I've got 3, and they're all on different timers because I've got 2 days to go on one. I've got 4 days on the other, and the other one I just looted earlier. And now I've got 5 days on that. So I'm like, come on, RNG. Come on, RNG. Please, please, please. So fingers crossed. But I went back to Pandaria and did the world bosses again, and no luck. And I'm just like, oh.
The world bosses, like if it makes you feel better, the world bosses over there in Panda Land, they do not work for me. I'm still running the same 4 over and over again. And the dang things just do not drop.
Yeah, and I didn't even get I think I didn't get any gear. I think all I got was gold, which that's fine. But sometimes you kind of just want, just give me something that I don't have in my transmog.
Yeah.
Please.
Sure.
Just something. Otherwise it's just like, you got gold. It's like, just something. If I don't get the mount, can I have a transmog I don't have? Pretty please, pretty please. So yeah, it's just been one of those, just trying to get used to the patch. I feel really not disjointed, but I feel Wednesday night I really did. I felt very disjointed. I did all my add-ons were up, and then I log into the game and it's like, there is stuff I forget that it's not like I rely on it, but I'm so used to my Titan panels. I love my Titan panels. I have all my little add-on, Titan stuff in there, and I can mouse over and check stuff, and not having that threw me so badly that I could, Wednesday night, I logged in for no more than an hour, and I was like, I'm done. I can't. I can't, everything felt really unstable. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go watch some TV. I think I went and watched Murder, She Wrote, because I love Murder, She Wrote. And I was like, I just can't. And then Thursday night, I logged in. Some stuff was back. There was a lot more add-ons that were fixed up, and Titan Panel still isn't one of them. And I just pushed through it because I wanted to get the Demonize done, because at that stage I think I still needed 900 Demonize.
Good Lord.
Yeah, I've done a lot of farming. I mightn't have been quite that many, but I still had a lot to do. So I was like, you know what, just suck it up and just go. And that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. But I don't feel comfortable. I feel like the game's not right. Like I'm just trying to not look at all the stuff that I don't have, and just be like, just kill stuff. Just you need these eyes. But it's just this really weird of just going, my screen, my UI, it's broken, it's not working, and I hate when it's like that. But again, like you said, it's better that they do this now, so we don't get to the 14th, and 14th for me, that all of a sudden, it's like, everything's not right. So they're supposed to be doing releasing a Titan panel, he's reckoned, today or tomorrow. Apparently he's got a version up, so I'm really hanging on, that will come soon, because I like my UI. I've done it all myself. I don't want any other one. I've been having it since Wrath.
Yep.
It's pretty, all I've done is modified a couple of things, but I love it. It's just what I need. And yeah, it feels really weird having it disjointed. So, yeah.
It just kind of reminded me of the UI thing. They made some UI changes, and you and I know somebody that is visually impaired, and she had a very, very hard time with the UI change, and luckily Nisi was able to find, because I was looking for it because I knew there was something for scaling and all that, but luckily Nisi was able to find in your system you can scale your UI so that things are not so small. And I haven't heard back from her, but I'm hoping it works. I know she's going to be off for a bit to do some stuff, but it's funny, like a small change, really, because they just made the buttons small. They pushed them over to the bottom right and put the bags on top, right? And I can understand, because when I look at that, it looks kind of to me a little bit like a more modern UI where the bottom bar, the whole bottom is not being taken up by something. Okay, I get it, but that small change impacted a person very greatly, and it was only because their vision is so severely impaired that they can't see it. And I'm really hoping the UI scaling will help her, because that would be really sad if she could no longer play, right? So I used to do my own UI for a long time, for the longest time, and I just recently, in the last 2-3 months, I switched over to Elv, and basically it does everything that I did, and I was
tried it once, and
I was very surprised. Elv UI was updated and good to go when I got on. I was really surprised, very happy with it. I would actually consider
that were done.
Sorry? Oh yeah, there were quite a few that were done. I mean, I still have a few add-ons that are not done. Like Rarity is not done.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like, I I kind of want, I kind of want that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I don't know.
But I suppose, like anything, they'll get there. It's just those things. You get so used to playing with, the way things are for the greater period of an an expansion, that for the little hiccup that it is until they get the stuff up to date, it's just, you forget how much of an impact it can make. And it's like, I'm not disabling it. I'm not, to me, it's just, it's pointless. Once it's fixed, it'll update and I can do it. So I'm not one who goes, oh, well, I've got to go and turn everything off, because that's not how I roll. I don't play the basic UI. I've not done that since, Burning Crusade. So why would I start now? I just have to remind myself, okay, things aren't quite right. They're not ready. I've just got to, allow for things to be a little bit skew-if. But yeah, the OCD part of me is like, I want this now, I need it now. And it's like, calm your farm. Just
I thought you were going to say something else. I was like, whoa, I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. I was like, oh my goodness, here we go.
That's what my boss says when we're at work.
Calm your farm?
And she wants to swear, but not swear. So yeah, it's like, calm the farm right down. And I'm like, yes, calm the farm. So, but other than that.
So I haven't used default UI in a long time. And I can't, but I still know of it. And I think this is the first change that they've made to it in a long time. Because I know that they've added panels and then they've added new options down below, but they haven't really messed with where everything is. Okay? And this is the first time where they kind of like this is not like a huge change, but it was enough that it impacted people. And I can't remember the last time Blizzard made a default UI change that impacted somebody like that. And I felt so bad for her, because if I were in her shoes, I don't know if I would be mad or sad, because I know there's going to be a day where eventually I'm not going to be able to play World of Warcraft. And I've always thought that is going to be because my own physical body is going to say, I'm done. Like, I can't play anymore. I physically can't play anymore.
Yeah.
If I were in her shoes, it would have been the opposite way. Yes, she has a physical impairment, but she can still play WoW. But it's because Blizzard made the change on their side. She has no control, right? And really hoping that the scaling thing works for her. Really, really doing it. But for me, I would have felt, I don't know if I would have been mad or sad, because I would have felt like the control was taken away from me.
Yeah.
Where,
if she's got Pratt.
I don't know. She's not going to be on for at least a week and a half.
Okay.
So she'll be away for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. But I just, I really feel for anybody that has to play WoW that gets impacted by these changes. I never really thought of it until now, and it was like, wow. I would have felt really bad because Blizzard took that control away from me to make their change, and not because of me, right?
Yeah.
And maybe that's why they haven't made the changes that they have until now, because really the default UI has been like that for a long time. Long time. Anyways.
Yeah.
We're at 12:33.
Yeah.
So,
I know. But makes up for
oh man. Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
we had lots to talk about. So
Yes.
but it's been good. I've enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed 8.0 as such?
I mean, I don't know what's there to enjoy, right? Because I'm getting used to things, right?
Yeah, it takes time.
So talk to me next week when you know,
yeah,
when we can play through stuff.
I think it takes time. Yeah, I have no idea, Grand Nagus, what you're talking about legacy loot. So
Yeah, I mean, he wants us to talk about
understand.
this stuff. To me, it's not important. And honestly, I don't want to talk about
I don't know
something
what it means.
that I don't know a ton about. And I defer to other people that have podcasts that know more about it besides me yapping about something that I don't know about. So
I don't know what it is.
Yep.
So it's like anything. Like sometimes you just find stuff out in game.
I mean,
Find out
so
that you're
8.0 has
R&D.
been okay. I think, once we get the content, that's when I'll start to enjoy it. Right? Like to me, this is a technical change.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened. It's system stuff, which that's what it was meant to be, right?
I think once I've got all the bigger add-ons that I really like to have a back, I'll feel comfortable to then, branch out a bit more in what I've been doing. So I think it's just, like you said, a bit more technical at the moment. Just feels a bit like, next week, maybe it'll be a bit more.
I mean, by the time that we do our next episode will be a month from now. And just think, a month from now, the tree will burn. A month from now, we will be on the new islands doing new things.
Yeah.
A month from now, August 21st, right? So we'll be doing all the new things, right? So it will be all new, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm sad to see Legion as a chapter close, because I really enjoyed the expansion. Like really enjoy. I think I would put this up to Wrath in terms of story, because Wrath for me, Lich King, all that stuff, great. And now in Legion, where we defeated the Legion, right? It's great. It's like two big things are done. Now we move on, right? And I feel personally I'm going to go into a bit of a slump because I feel like I'm at a high, right? And where can they go? Can they go higher? Probably not, but I'm still going to be playing. I'm going to be getting into the story and the quest and the lore, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, how they explain things, and what unfolds, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be an old god at play here some way or another. I've heard some things, but I won't say. No. So, because we don't want to do spoilers.
We'll have to wait and see. It's exciting.
Next week we can. Next episode we can talk about the burning. It won't be a spoiler at that point, right?
Yeah. Well, shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Anyway, we'll see. But yeah, Legion's been very enjoyable for me, definitely. So I'm like you. I'm sad to see it go, but at the same stage, I'm also excited to see what Battle for Azeroth brings us. So, yeah. Anyway, all right. We suppose we better wrap up.
Wrap it up.
We're done. Nothing else. Nothing
Wrap it
else. Okay. All right. So don't forget where you can check us out at adventuresinazeroth.com. You can send an email if you want to let us know how you're going with seeing out Legion or with BFA coming. send it to podcast@adventuresinazeroth.com. You can tweet us on the tweeters, which is at ADVAzeroth, or come and join our Discord channel, which is discord.adventuresinazeroth.com. Don't forget, you can catch us live at twitch.tv/ADVAzeroth when we go live. Not every week, because we don't do it every week. Every month or so. Yeah. Anyway, Stone, where can we find you, please?
It says here that we go live every week on Thursdays at 6 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, we used to.
Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore.
Change it.
No.
Yeah.
No. Kill me. Dead. So you can find me on Twitter at STONEGRASP, Stone Grasp, as well as the WoW Challenges podcast. That one goes once a week, Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. This week we have LB is joining us.
Yes.
Where can we find you, Leeta?
Exactly. You can find me on Twitter at Leeta Wow, which is LEETAWOW, and you can find me on Behind the Avatar as well. Other than that, thank you to everyone. Thank you, chat room, for hanging out. Thank you for all the likes, the retweets, all of that. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play. And other than that, have a really good 8.0 time.
No, have a great burning. Have a great bonfire. Bring some s'mores out there. Yeah. Look, it's even happening to my side, and I'm embracing it.
I know.
Because what people are not talking about, everybody's worried about the tree. They're not talking about Undercity and all that. Yeah. You wait. You'll see.
I want to see
You'll
how
see.
the story pans.
It's good
I'm
stuff.
not happy about burning a tree, but I want to see where it all plays out.
Okay.
That's what I want to see. So anyway, have fun, everybody. Have a good week, month. We'll catch you in BFA.
Peace.
Peace. Bye.
Out. Okay. All right, I'm stopped recording. All right, I'm going to drop off the stream. Have a great night, morning, day.
Thank you, chat
and all that
room.
stuff, and then I'm going to. Actually, I'm not feeling really tired. I was tired for a little bit, and then I'm not tired now.
No,
So
okay.
talking to you, maybe your coffeeness comes through the net and perks me up. What does that say underneath?
That was
your
cold.
Ew. Ugh, cold coffee? Yeah, what's it say underneath?
Calm.
Oh.
Keep calm and drink coffee.
Oh.
Keep calm, find China. It's keep calm and drink coffee.
Oh.
Is the actual.
All right.
The brand.
I'm cutting the stream. Bye.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.